my brother was in.
I took a break, now I'm back again, cracking jokes in the back of my Africans. I keep running, I don't know what's happening. If you cap it, then I promise we cap it. You ain't ballin', you niggas be practicing. Over 20 on both, ain't no accident. Get that money from streams, I'm stacking it. Go hit the student, I put it right back. Yup.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to G Talk. You're here with Wyatt G, your host, and
Murphy, the man. Lil Cuzzo.
Lil
Story,
Cuzzo.
a lot of names.
Story Jr. Either way, a big topic today. We are discussing the Green Bay Packers draft. The draft just ended not too long ago. So we got all the picks in. We got a lot of picks from today, and especially in the later rounds that we're going to cover. So let's dive right on in. Starting with the first round, pick 13 traded in the via Aaron Rodgers trade to the Jets. Aaron.
We love you. We love you, Aaron.
Let's go, J-Lo! Let's go, J-Lo! Anyway,
10 looks good, but 12 is more than 10. That's what I remember, bro.
Oh,
we don't need to get into it, but
10's a better looking number than 12. All right,
Debatable.
So we needed three main things from this draft: defensive end, receiver, and tight end. So with the first pick for our 13th overall draft, we got Lucas Van Ness
out of Iowa.
Big dog, Big Ten school, big dude. What'd you think of his tape, Murph?
Very good hands-on type of guy. He very versatile on the D-line. Played a little bit of D-end, a little bit of D-tackle. Wherever he played, he was very physical, and it didn't look like he was scared of contact. He's got very strong hands. So Lucas Van Ness, you're going to be something for the Packers. I'm calling it right now.
And some say he is in comparison to Rashawn Gary, which, honestly, I like to see him be more compared to T.J. Watt. Just a dog. If we can get someone like that on the opposite side of Rashawn.
Scary.
Watch out, Lions. All right, round 2. Pick 42 via the Aaron Rodgers Jets trade again. Got a tight end, so we filled out 2 out of the 3 main spots we needed out of Oregon State. Luke Musgrave. That's a big dude.
Big boy. He's got speed, though.
Oh, yeah, he does. On those play-action passes, he was moving, and he had them hands right along the sideline making some great catches.
Very good footwork.
Reminded me of some Jaron Cook, Dallas Cowboys. I know you Cowboys fans probably like that one out there.
I don't know about we can relate it to a Cowboys player. Why? That's bad luck. Come on now.
I'm saying to play with Jared Cook against the Cowboys sideline with the Rodgers.
My bad. I thought you were saying something else. But I would say a good comparison would be Greg Olsen for sure. Very, very big hands, attacks the ball. I like that. Very aggressive around the ball. That's what we like to see.
I agree, and especially seeing the departure of Robert Tonyan go to the Bears, and with Mercedes Lewis still being a free agent, losing 2 big tight ends, got to fill that room, and Luke Musgrave is a great start in that direction.
I agree.
We had this pick. We traded it a couple times. Originally, it was 45, then we went to, 47,
47,
then 50.
Correct.
So,
all over.
We filled that last need, though. Receiver out of Michigan State, Jaden Reed. Speedster. What'd you think, Murph?
Speed is not even out of the question. Jaden Reed. Oh my lord. It's gonna be something on the Packers. We addressed slot receiver. I would say his tape was something. He was all over. Kick returner, punt returner, slot, X, Y. He looked like he was a playmaker. That's what we like, playmakers on the Packers.
Especially with the departure of Randall Cobb, we needed a slot guy, and we didn't really have one for that position. So getting someone very young, very talented.
Correct.
It's going to be fun to see him on the field next year if he can stay healthy. He reminds me of like a Brandon Cooks, but a little bit more explosive.
I would agree with that.
So we'll see how he does. Can't wait to see him perform.
Correct.
Moving on to round 3, with the 78th overall pick in the NFL draft, the Green Bay Packers went and selected another tight end in Tucker Kraft out of South Dakota State. Now another 6'5" big man for this Packers offense, drafting 2 tight ends early in this draft. Obviously, various reasons. Now, if you looked at their roles, Mercedes was a big run blocker, and Bobby, he could obviously do both, but he was mainly a catcher. Now, when you look at the 2 tight ends that the Packers did draft, 2 bigger backs that can definitely block, fill their bodies in that line, but also have hands and can accelerate at amazing speeds. The Packers haven't had a big, physical, strong, fast tight end since Jermichael Finley. And when he was on that team, we all know how explosive this offense was. Now, adding 2 new, strong, physical tight ends to this Packers offense, we'll see how Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur can work them into this offense in the upcoming season. At pick 116, we got another edge out of Auburn, Colby Wooden. He's a dog, bro. I saw him going up the middle. Oh my, looked like a Micah Parsons. That was my comparison kind of to him. Just a dog, very physical, got great hands, and he's quick.
Going back to what Wyatt said with that Micah Parsons, he's very versatile, can play all over. He was playing DN, D tackle. It was great. I believe he's, 280, 289, something like that. He can, at 6'5", you can put on weight if you needed to. When we needed him to play D-line, DN, it don't matter. I like the upside of this kid.
And especially with, losing some of that interior defensive line this year, and we don't know when Rashawn's going to return, so having that depth on that line is a big address to the defense. So good job there, Goody, with taking that pick. Can't wait to see how he performs. Going in round 5, now this probably surprised some people considering, if you look at our quarterback room, we got Jordan Love, Danny Etling. Some would say, are we going to add a veteran receiver to, kind of help these younger guys out? But otherwise, do we just go get another quarterback? We got Tom Clements, the GOAT quarterback coach for Green Bay, who helped develop Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, sir.
We went out and got out of Penn State a dog, Sean Clifford. Murph, what'd you think of that move?
Oh, I did like that trade. I remember having a lot of flashbacks all over beating up Big Ten schools. He's got good arm potential, but we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, no, a very good quarterback on that very good Penn State team,
for sure,
who did very well last year. So it's exciting to see how he can do, learning in the Green Bay system, which has always been very helpful to the quarterbacks that have come out of that system.
Correct.
And our last pick for round 5, before we get into the crazy amount of selections in round 6 and 7, we got another receiver out of Virginia, Dontavian Wicks. What'd you think of that pick?
I liked him a lot. Very athletic, very good footwork around the sidelines, vertical threat for sure. He's got speed, bigger body. You can put him anywhere you need him. Versatile again. You could say Dontavian Wicks is that. It's going to be nice with pairing him with Seawat and Romeo too.
And he adds that depth, that very young wide receiver room. So worst case scenario, he's backing up to Seawad or, playing opposite side depending on what's going on.
Wherever it needs to be.
Got to add that depth. We still got some very young guys still on this team. So who's going to step up next season? That's kind of really going to be the question because all eyes are on Christian.
True. A lot of pressure on J-Lo too, but the receiving core needs to be up to that standard of J-Lo.
Packers fans and the Packers organization, they wanted a receiver. Now they're getting a plethora of receivers. Hopefully they can get developed. Murray just hit his nose on the mic. Don't worry, I've been doing that a few times
we don't
already.
Need to talk about that. We'll cut that out.
So we got 2 picks out of round 6. We went back to the line with defensive tackle out of Bowling Green, Carl Brooks. Now, that's a big dog. He has some good hands. He's pretty physical.
For sure.
He's a very big dude as well. What'd you think of his tape when you saw it, Murph?
I thought Carl Brooks, very big man. We need that run-stopping D tackle to go pair along with Kenny Clark. It'd be a nice front.
If you look at our defensive tackle, we lost, Dean Lowry. We lost Jaron Reed. We don't know when Rashawn will be back as well. And we still got some young guys like Kingsley Enigbari filling in.
Yep.
And we got some young linebackers as well still, such as Quay Walker.
True.
So adding more depth to this D-line is exactly what the Packers need in terms of trying to see who's going to really develop and flourish while some of these guys might not be in yet. All right, our second pick of round 6. This is an interesting one. We've seen a lot of kickers get picked at weird times, but it was kind of expected that the Packers went and got a kicker since Mason Crosby is still a free agent and has not been signed to the Packers yet, and most likely won't be.
Yeah.
We went and got Anders Carlson, Tucker Carlson's younger brother, all-pro kicker for the Raiders. Yeah. What'd you think of his tape, Murph?
I thought he was a very accurate kicker. The leg strength coming out of college, it doesn't look like it was anything eye-catching, anything crazy, but Justin Tucker was the same way coming into the league. Didn't have the crazy leg strength, but he had good coaching around him, and I believe the Packers organization is very sound upon that. So I feel like he could develop into something very nice for us.
I totally agree, and I hope that it definitely does happen for these guys because we definitely need a really good, reliable kicker.
For sure.
I mean, if you look at it past the Packers, we had Ryan Longwell, the long-term Packer, a legend before Mr. Crosby stepped in and became the all-time scoring leader for the Green Bay Packers. So in terms who's going to fill that next legendary kicker role, we haven't really had a problem with kickers in decades.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting to see how this goes. Hopefully it's not a really big situation, but it should be interesting to see how that plays out next year. Heading into round 7, we had four picks out of that round. Insane amount. And they ended up being very good picks.
I thought so
for
too.
being very late in the draft. Starting off with the first out of 4 in round 7, cornerback out of Kentucky, Carrington Valentine.
I like this pick a lot.
Dog, a 6-foot corner.
Yeah, 6'1" corner out of Kentucky. Very, very quick to the ball. Good breaking speed. This might be a stretch, but I would say he would be comparison to Sauce Gardner for sure with breaking speed and hands-on physical corner. That's which is something we need for sure with Eric Stokes coming back.
Yo, him on the other side with Jair, 2 very physical DBs
For sure.
locking down their sides.
And
Hey.
put Rasul in the nickel. Oh my.
It's going to be very tough to see
Oh
what
my.
happens, especially if these cornerbacks for the Green Bay Packers can really deliver their true value. We know when we've seen Eric Stokes fully healthy, dog. Jair, we know exactly what he is, dog. I mean,
For
Rasul,
sure.
dog. I mean, Carrington Valentine from the tape, dog.
He's gonna be something. I'm calling.
I feel
it
like
right
he can
now.
make an impact right away.
I agree.
Right away. So cited to our second out of 4 picks, round 7. We got a running back from Central Michigan, Lou Nichols. Murph, what'd you think of his tape?
The first thing I seen about him, 5'11", 225. When you look at that, you could say physical back. I would say he has that, but also you can't forget about his quickness. His first cut to the hole, around the hole, it don't matter. It was very nice, very nice. I was liking it.
Very explosive. It seems like you can almost put him in any sort of formation, draw,
Yeah.
just regular. Doesn't matter. He is willing to find a hole and break through it or even make a play.
Yeah, we've seen him in the I formation at the goal line, whatever, just putting his head down. But also we've seen it on a few pitches. He can still get to that edge and race for the pylon with whoever.
We were talking about this earlier. He looks like a combination of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon.
You could say.
With A.J.'s strength, his weight, his physicalness, and then you got Aaron Jones'
The
shiftiness and
Yeah,
height.
yes.
That's exactly what I see out of Lou Nichols, and I feel like he can be a real threat
Yes.
and be a real triple threat in
For
this
sure.
great Green Bay Packers backfield already. Third out of 4 pick for the 7th round.
seventh
It's a
round,
mouthful,
correct.
guys. Give me a break. I need some water. We got a dog at Iowa State safety, which filling our need for Adrian Amos, who was also a free agent. Anthony Johnson Jr. Murph, what'd you think of him?
I thought Anthony Johnson Jr. bigger safety. Looks like we could play him around the line of scrimmage if need be. Versatile. That's going along with the theme of Gudikins and drafting. But I would say overall, very, very physical safety, and that's what we need to replace Amos for sure.
And he's been a key factor to this Iowa State defense. The past few seasons, Iowa State's football program has completely taken a change, and they've just been improving. And he was a big part of that defense, getting in there, stopping other teams from scoring on them.
For
So I'm
sure.
excited to see the impact he makes right away in this very young Packers DB room, which includes Rudy Ford, Ennis Gaines, Darnell Savage, and etc. Can't wait
Correct.
to see what he does in that. And then our last pick, but might be one of our favorite picks out of the whole draft. This one got me hyped seeing this, man. Pick 256 in the NFL draft out of Charlotte. Wide receiver, Grant DeBose. Murph, what'd you think of his take?
I'm excited for Grant. Grant DeBoose is gonna be something. He was very quick, very quick receiver, but also very strong hands around the goal line, around the sideline. It did not matter. It seemed like in the tape, wherever they put him, he very good receiver.
Going back to what I said with this Packers very young receiving core, who's going to step up is going to be Romeo Samori, one of these other new rookies now that we got in. We know
Correct.
Seawatt's going to be all eyes on him,
For sure.
but at the end of the day, which rookie can really get a hold of a spot and lock down their name for the Packers roster.
I agree. We need a big receiving room, and we sure as heck got it now.
Murphy, what would you grade the Packers draft overall out of 10?
Ooh, okay. You're putting me on the spot, I see. I like it. I'm going to say 8.5. I'm going to go 8.5. Overall, I feel like we filled every position we needed to, and we picked the best player on the board that fit along with what we needed. So overall, I would say 8.5 with upside of 9, 10. I would say overall letter grade B+.
I like it. I would have to say I would grade them an 8.7 out of 10.
Okay.
Honestly, it was just kind of shocking when they did trade back. I was like, whoa.
With the Lions.
Very intriguing. But we did get a lot of compensation picks for it. And
later round.
At the end of the day,
yeah, for sure.
The later rounds, low-key, really helped the Green Bay Packers, and it could be the key to success in this upcoming season is these guys that fell in the draft.
We're going to find out.
See if that chip mentality really weighs in on them.
The Packers really overall have never been going after big names. They've kind of gone their own way every single draft and tried to pick the players, not necessarily needle in the haystack type of moment, but they've gone their own ways and felt like that they've had success with that. So hopefully they can continue with that.
I feel like we refilled most of our positions with multiple people, but those multiple people are very diverse in their skill sets and what they can bring to the team in offense and defense and who they are outside of the field as well. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Make sure you comment too. Let us know which are the Packers draft class.
Don't forget to share. All platforms help.
Go Pack, go. We'll see you guys on
Win
the next
the Super
one.
Bowl.